Hello and welcome to Modcons Christmas special. I am your host, Blunners, and over to my right is Triangle Face.
Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm good. You're looking a lot more Christmassy than me, though. I feel like I should leave.
Yeah, you need a Christmas up.
I've got a Christmas pillow here. There we go. Got a Christmassy pillow. Got another one here. There we go. Be a bit more Christmassy now. I think my Christmas hat's over there. Can't put a Christmas hat on with headphones on. So, yeah. There's Christmassy stuff around me that you can't see. So,
I'll just bring up the topics. So, we're going to be talking about what are you playing? Netflix has agreed to buy Warner Brother Games. Black Friday sales. Who won? The Analog 3D is now out, and there's some decent things coming there. A Splinter Cell remake. What the heck? And what are you wanting for Christmas? But we will kick it all off with the chat and see who has joined us in the chat tonight. So let's have a look. We have got Mr. Earnshaw. Good evening. Mr. Newland.
Good evening.
Good evening. Peter Win 4617. Mr. Tolar. Morley Bruxton. David M Photography. Tales from the Jungle and Wastes. We've got Rhaegar. We have Sheppy 1243. Did the chicken cross the road? I thought he said okay cuts in the shop window. I hope he did. Colin Brown. Chris MS360. Who else we got on here? Oh, Christmas Triangle Face and Blondes. I hope Santa Stack is bursting with prezzies for you. Yeah, I hope he is. So yeah.
We've got a scoop there. We've got Paramount have just outbidded Netflix. Is in the chat.
Is that? That's a
scoop. Yeah, we'll have to fact check that and see, because that is hot off the presses. If that's happened,
that is hot.
The last I heard, Netflix had the deal. So I hope they don't, because I have Netflix. So if Netflix win biddings, I'll get more content. Don't have any like Paramount platforms, so we shall see.
All right. Well, while you're talking about what are you playing, I will quickly look that up.
Okay, so, right. I'm playing all sorts, actually. So I'll start off with, after the last Total Steam Deck podcast, we looked at the Humble Bundles, and I decided to pick up the Devil May Cry bundle, because I realised that one of those games was the Devil May Cry first 3 HD remake. So I thought, actually, it's pretty much all of them. I think it's actually all the Devil May Cry games. And I've only really ever played one, but I've played one a couple of times. And I played 2, and I didn't get along with it, mostly because of the camera angles. So I was like, you know what, I'll revisit it, I'll power through 2, and then play like the rest of the series. And because it's on Steam Deck, I can do that at my leisure when I've got those little gaming windows where I can play on handheld. And I have to say, I am struggling a bit with 2. The camera angles are killing it for me. Like, the enemies will be off camera, you'll be down here and jumping around. It's just it's such a weird thing. It's so much worse than 1, because 1 was great, but 2, I'm like, this isn't very fun for me. I thought it was a very difficult one. So yeah, I'll see how I get on with it, but I'm tempted just to skip 2 and go to 3, because from what I hear, like, the later ones are really good. You know, when it kind of restarted again with Devil May Cry, and you got like Devil May Cry 5 and things like that. So yeah, people in chat saying they're quite hard, but I haven't actually found them that challenge. Like, I didn't think the first one was that hard. I played 1, and that was fine. I got all like the extra weapons and stuff. I'm playing 2. It's not I'm finding it hard to play. I'm just finding the camera angles frustrating, and it's just a bit weird. But I'm gonna carry on with it, because it is, you know, it's a good franchise. I want to push through to get to the better games later on. I might skip 2.
Rating? Was it pretty cheap?
It wasn't too much, yeah, because it's all the games. I think it's under £18.
All of them.
For all of them.
Under £18. That's amazing.
Yeah. So I thought that was a really good deal. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to play on the Steam Deck. If you do pick it up on the Steam Deck, do you go into the settings, and I can't remember what it was. There's a native thing you have to change to a custom one, because some of the bits in Devil May Cry 2 weren't working on the Steam Deck. I went in and changed that setting, and then it's worked fine. So as one of the rooms just weren't loading. So I got stuck. I was like, where am I supposed to go? I'm running around this bit for ages. I was like, I'm just going to have to look up a guide, because I don't know where I'm supposed to go. And I was just supposed to just walk through this door that's there. And I was like, I can't. I'm just walking up to the door and it's not working. So then I looked up like Devil May Cry 2 on Steam Deck, and it did have a thing saying, yeah, there's some glitches in it unless you load this setting. And I went and loaded the setting, went back into the game, walked up to the door, went straight through it. And I was like, oh, literally been wandering around trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do. And I'm supposed to just walk through a door. So don't do what I did and get that sorted out first and you'll be fine. But it is working absolutely fine now. Beyond that, I have also started playing my New Game Plus playthrough of Expedition 33 because that is the current Game Club game. And it's brilliant. I'm not going to talk about the game too much because I've talked about it on the channel already, and I'm going to save all my thoughts for the Game Club when we cover that. I'm really looking forward to talking about it. But New Game Plus is really cool, actually, because you get to keep a lot of the stuff you've collected throughout the game, and you start again with all your pictos and things like that. But then they make the game much harder. So I'm already fighting some challenging bosses and enemies in there from the start of the game. But I'm like at end game level, but from the beginning. So I was like, well, this would be interesting. So really pleased to kind of revisit that again. And also I have been playing Marvel Cosmic Invasion because that came on Game Pass. And I've seen you play a bit of it and it's great. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
I really like the little challenges and stuff for each level.
Yeah. Side scrolling.
Yeah. I'm trying to get all the challenges, but I'm going to play it in bursts, I think, because those games do get a bit samey after a while. After about 4 or 5 levels, I'm like, I'm done for now. I'll do something else. I'll come back to it. So I'm going to kind of do it in bite-sized chunks. I don't think it's the kind of game I'm going to binge for hours on end. But it's quite engaging, like control system. It gives you the little challenges of how to like do certain things in certain levels, like perform certain moves. All the moves are cool. There's loads of characters. You change characters each stage, which I quite like. So a lot of those games, you pick a character and you stick with them. With this, you're changing. And there's like the preferred character for that level that the game kind of wants you to be because there's a challenge for their moveset. So it kind of pushes you to do that. But yeah, it's really cool. And the other thing I was going to show is I got my daughters some book advent calendars. And my oldest daughter is really into Minecraft. So I'm going to put myself on full screen a sec. Hang on, that's you.
Oh, let me go back and move me across. There you go. Now do it.
Now I can do it. Is that it? Am I full screen? I don't look very
You are full screen.
So my oldest has got a Minecraft one, and this is what you get. That was day one. That's mirror flipped, isn't it? But that is a snowman igloo build.
That's all right for us.
It's all right for you. It's flip for me. That's probably the way around. So you actually get how to build this snowman igloo, and it gives you all like the step-by-step guide of how to build this snowman.
In Minecraft.
Minecraft. It's got that. And each stage she's got. We made the snowman igloo together. There's like a little puzzle book thing, which is all like Minecraft themed. I'm going to go through these, and then you've got some challenges. So these little challenge cards are on one day, and they give you like a set thing you're supposed to try and do in the game. So we've got things like festive tune challenge. Got the Santa's reindeer challenge. You have to go and herd some animals and take them to a pen. And then this is gift shopping challenge. So this is some things that people want for Christmas, and you have to go in survival mode and go and find them. So it just gives you something to try and achieve in the game and go and do. So that's quite fun. We have then got Gingerbread House. It's again another build model, so you can see how like a step-by-step guide of how to build a gingerbread house in Minecraft. We haven't done that one yet. And then there's a couple of like drawing things. I won't show you all of this because it's like a how to draw a not a creeper, what are they called? Snow golem. And then there's like a little bauble thing you can make. And then the most recent one, we've got a pillager nutcracker. And this is another build book. So these like mini build books. And you can, again, shows you how to make that model. So that's been quite a fun. I think I've been enjoying more than she has. I was like, do you want to open up your Minecraft calendar? Let's see if we've got another build book. So yeah, that's been quite fun. So yeah, been playing quite a bit at the moment, but yeah, it's been. We keep swapping around and move you over here again.
There you go, done it. Oh no, you must have done it.
I was doing it at the same time. So yeah, that's what I've been playing at the moment. I don't think I've been playing much else. No, I think that's pretty much it. I might have been playing like a few other games just with my kids. So been playing a bit of Disney Dreamlight Valley. So yeah, picking up some flowers and selling fish to Mickey Mouse. But that's
Dreamlight Valley.
Not that exciting to talk about, but it's like it's quite a good game for like young kids. So my girls like playing it because there's nothing that can like kill you in it. You literally just walk around doing chores for Disney characters, basically. Not excited to talk about.
To Disney.
Yeah, not an exciting one for me to talk about, so I'll leave it at that. But if you've got young kids, it's a good one to try if you've got Game Pass. Actually, I think it might be free. I think it's just one of those free games that you can get because there's loads of in-app purchase. Don't quote me on that because it might just be that I've got it because it's on Game Pass.
All right. Well,
how about you? What have you been playing?
Yeah, so I've been playing some of the Rare Cart on the Evercade. Yeah, I'm finding it's not. I was hoping for it to be a lot better than what it was. I was hoping it to be a bit more. I just find the specky games are just real, like jump in and play. Within 5 minutes, I'm just like next. Do you know what I mean? There's not really a lot to grab you there. Battletoads really enjoying. But yeah, it's annoying because I was really hoping that this cart was going to be good, and I was like, as in cart of the year type good.
Yeah,
and I think it's the best out of the three that had just come out. But yeah, I'm still not like fully stuck into it. Like Battletoads Arcade is fantastic, but there's about 3 games on here that are okay, not like 10 out of 10, not 9 out of 10s. I would say I would give it like a 7 out of 10, if you know what I mean. It's all about average. There's not really anything that really shows out to me at the minute. And then what else have I been playing? I've been playing Super Mario Galaxy, which is my Christmas present, which we can talk about later. But I've been playing that. My mum bought it for me early, and
why are you playing now then? Why not wait until Christmas? Wrap it up and put it under your tree. You're not supposed to be playing it yet.
Yeah, she just sent it to me and forgot to. So I just started playing it early, and yeah, it's fantastic. It is so good. I can't lie how good it is and how well they've remade it. It still holds up today. Like the leveling, the way it plays, the fact that it's even like it's a Wii game, but how they pin your actual you just press a button to reset you to the middle every time, so you can just it basically, like when you had when you played on a Wii game, you had like the cursor like slap banging, like it'd be if you had to have the thing underneath your TV, didn't you? But what they've seemed to have done is they've made the cursor where it can't come off your screen, so that, like, say if I just readjust my hand, if I'm playing in split controllers, I can just press like R1 and it automatically sets me back into where I was, into the middle of the screen. So I can just grab my hand, and then you have to do like little flicky motions every now and then to do like the jumps and to use the portals and stuff. It just works really well where it doesn't come off. But yeah, Naughty Boy Blonde as well. I'll tell us about a story one time I did at Christmas, but I'll keep that quiet for later. But yeah, that's enough. This is nothing compared to what I did as a kid. But yeah, so and then a little certain game came out, and this amiibo came out with it, and this is the main boss out of that game.
Let's put you
and that is
screen for a bit.
Yeah, it is. It's really well made. This is the main boss. Cyrus, his name is, out of Metroid Prime 4, and
nice.
I've got Samus here as well. Samus,
that's cool. I like that. That's a really good one.
Even though she's not even wearing that suit at the minute, it changes straight away, like once you get out to the main world. But it's more Metroid Prime. I'm blown away by it. I've waited 18 years. I've had to wait for this game, and it's finally out there. And it's so good. It's so good. It is more of the same. It's more of your Metroid Prime. I was worried about, there was bits where you had characters in each area. So there's 5 keys you've got to get, basically 5 areas of your map. I've only done the first 2. I've just started the 3rd one. But what happens is that, like, you then got to use, everyone was slagging off like the bike. And I don't mind it, to be honest. I don't mind the bike, but the second one is pretty much you doing everything on this like level in its stages to get the bike, and it's fine. You'll use that to then traverse around, and there's like little. I'm going too fast, too quick. So right, first part is classic Metroid. Playing it 4K 60, looks great on my TV, my 60-inch TV. I'm not playing it mouse mode. I tried it a couple of times. I just doesn't feel comfortable. So I just played it normally, like how I'm playing Metroid, how I played Metroid Prime Remake. both analog sticks, going around scanning the hell out of everything, and then each part has like, because don't forget, you aren't like you've always like been like a lone bounty hunter, but you're not. You're actually part of like a group, and basically some of these pilots have been dropped, and you've got to help them out. And one of them I've had to help, and and at first he's a bit like on all the time going, oh, why don't you try this? And oh, why don't you go there? And you're like, oh, you can fuck right off. If this guy's going to be here the whole time, then they fucking ruin this. And thank God he's not. That one then just goes away. And now he's at a central area where he helps you out. So you'll bring stuff back to him. So it's unlike God of War where you've got Achilles, like, is it Achilles? Is it his son following you around going, come here, do this, do that? You don't have that all the time. You only have it in certain little areas, so you haven't got someone chirping at you all the time. If you are taking too long with something, he'll come up and he'll highlight something on your map. Oh, why don't you try going over here for a bit? So yeah, so there's a bit of that. So first world, really, really good. You get this new power, psychic power, where you're like can like pull things and you can use certain things, but there's so many upgrades to get. So and there's where you shoot and then you can control the shot. So say like you need to hit something in the other room and there's a hole, you could then shoot through that, and then you can then direct it to where you need to, and so on. There's a couple of boss fights that you've had to then shoot and then use that to split off in one hit, if you know what I mean. These certain pinpoints on the bosses, but it's more of the same. I've absolutely loved it. And then when you finally get out into the open world, so you get out in the open world, go and get this bike, which is what you spend time powering up. You then get your new suit to power this bike, and now I can actually ride around. And now the whole map needs opening up. You need to open up the map. And out on this main area quest map, it has stuff like shrines as well. So it has like these they're kind of like they're kind of like Zelda shrines. That's the only way I can describe it, being out in like the main area of Zelda, having these little shrines that you can then go in, try and work out what the hell you've got. And I've gone into like 3, and I've only been, because I don't have the upgrades yet, I've only been able to like actually do one of them yet and upgrade my missiles. So yeah, so I've just unlocked flame missiles. So I've played, they reckon it's about an 18-hour game. I've done about 8 hours, I reckon, already. I'm trying not to smash it too early, but there is other games I still want for Christmas as well, which we'll get into later. So I'm hoping to get this done before Christmas. But really, really, like just talking about it, I want to go and play it. It's one of them games that like once you come off it, you're like still want to play it. So I played it. I took my time. I had a lot of stuff going on Friday, so didn't play it on Friday. I sat down Saturday night, played it for 4 hours after everyone went to bed. 2 in the morning. Thought, shit, better go to bed. And because I haven't been well, with a chest infection, woke up at like 6 in the morning, came back down, played another 3-4 hours of it while everyone was asleep. So it was ideal, and I was like, well, I haven't done that in years. The fact that games made me like want to come back to it and carry on, like Zach didn't want to put it down, kind of thing. It's just like it's been getting like 8s and stuff. I can understand why I get it. Well, I can understand why it's getting them kind of scores, but for me, it's a good like between 8 and 9. It's a really well. I love all the original. I'm a Metroid fanboy anyway, so I was always going to be in from day one. And I just feel they've just knocked it out of the park. I'm really, really happy with it at the minute.
Nice.
Yeah.
I did like Derek's review of it as well. He posted in the Facebook group a review, didn't you, when he first picked it up? Had some good things to say about it.
Yeah. So yeah, it's one of them. It's like it's hard to explain. It's like an adventure-y first person Metroidvania, but it's all that. But the thing is, where it's first person, that's the weird thing. It's got auto lock on. You have like things to do in each area that you're in. I'm now in the ice area, so there's all different areas that you need to go in, and they're all little upgrades you need to get. And do you know what I mean? And then once I get upgrades, I can then, because basically I was out in the open, found this upgrade. I had to then go back to that matey that is in that like area for me, but I had to go into the main level and go all the way down and back and round on myself to go and find him. And then he upgraded my suit for me, which then meant I've now have like flame shots. So, do you know what I mean? There's a lot of like backtracking and stuff you need to do, but it opens up the world, which should. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it at the minute. I'm really enjoying it. I think it's going to take, and like I said, I've had a couple of, and so far this year, you think Switch, I've had Mario Kart, Donkey Kong, and now Metroid. For me, all three of them have been absolute bangers. So not a bad start for the Nintendo Switch 2, in my opinion, which is good. So, right.
Nice.
So moving on to our next topic. Netflix has agreed to buy Warner Brothers Games, but I have been looking up about the Paramount thing. But as that's only come out 5 hours ago, I will give you the details I've got on the Netflix agreement first. Then I'll read and see what I found on the Paramount thing, okay? And let us know your thoughts. So it says after weeks of bidding, Comcast and Paramount Skydance, the pair have announced a deal worth $82.7 billion in enterprise value on Friday. Warner Brothers owns IP such as Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, DC Universe, as it also owns video game developers like Mortal Kombat, NetherRealm Studios, Batman Arkham, Rocksteady, Hogwarts Legacy, Lego Game Studios. According to Netflix, the deal brings together two pioneering entertainment businesses, combining Netflix innovation, global reach, and best-in-class streaming service. Best in class? What was that? Best in class?
Yeah, that's a self-proclaimed best in class.
Yeah, self-proclaimed. Streaming service with Warner Brothers' century-long legacy and world-class storytelling. The US competition regulator is likely to get involved before this deal closes, and Netflix is offering a $5 billion breakup fee if regulators won't approve the deal, according to Bloomberg. Our mission has always been to entertain the world, said the CEO of Netflix, by combining Warner Brothers' incredible library, shows and movies from timeless classics, Citizen Kane, Harry Potter and Friends, Strangers to with our culture defining titles like Stranger Things, K-pop, Demon Hunter, Squid Games. We were able to even better that together, give our audiences more of what they love, and help the next century of storytelling. So yeah, Netflix. Have you played any of the Netflix games online or TV?
Yeah, I can't play them on my TV because I don't have the type of TV that has it, and it's not available on console yet. I'm hoping at some point they get it onto Xbox. So yeah, you think it would just work, but yeah, it works on Fire Stick, doesn't it? But I have played it on my phone, and the only game I really got stuck into was Paper Trail, which I absolutely loved. That was one of my favorite indie games of last year. Paper Trail is definitely worth playing. And then beyond that, I played like a couple of the retro ones. I think like Shredder's Revenge was on there. So I tried that a little bit, but I don't really play games on my phone very often. I'm really only playing if I'm playing handheld, I'll play my Steam Deck. I've got my Evercade EXP. So I don't really ever go for phone games, because if I want to play a game, I'll play on a system. So I don't know if that would change it up if I got a different library on Netflix games. I don't know. It could open up a lot of stuff if they do it properly. If they include those Warner Brothers games and did it through the TV system, that's a whole new approach.
So, yeah. So, I've played it. I've done videos on the channel showing you how to do it. And what it does, it turns your phone into a controller. You literally just go onto so as you're like normal, there's just a little game section. This is on my Fire Stick. I've got Netflix through my TV, but it doesn't do it. It only does it through the Fire Stick. Go on it, and then you just click on a game. You just scan the QR code, and then it changes your phone into the controller. And guess
is
what?
That comfortable to play with, though? Does it work that well?
And it works. And I'm telling you, it's responsive. It works fine. It's been fantastic. I'm not even gonna lie, it's brilliant. And this my screen is making me go funny. And this is the kind of stuff that I felt the Amico should have done. Should have gone down this route. Get in or something. Literally, QR code turns your phone into a controller. and it's only like little games. I would say like there's nothing obviously too major on it, but it turns your whole phone now into a control pad. It's actually not too bad, and they've just released like a Lego-y game, kind of like Mario Party, which is what they're trying to do. Which you just scan your phone. Everyone's got a bloody phone. Just scan it. You've got your own controller then, and then you're all playing. So
because there's a few things they do. And they've obviously got like Jackbox Party Pack. Is how you do
it's like
it.
Jackbox.
There's also like the Air console. If you've seen that, there's like a website you can go to. You can play games off of there. So you'd think Netflix could really pioneer that. But the odd thing is, I don't ever see it talked about anywhere. I don't see it advertised. I don't see people plugging it. And I think a lot of people don't even know it's on there. Like I didn't realize at first. When I went on to Netflix games on my phone, I was like, oh, I've got a whole bunch of phone games. And obviously they're all covered by your Netflix fee. So I don't have to buy mobile phone games if I want to play any. There's like loads of puzzle games and touchscreen games on there.
And that's the thing. They should definitely promote this more. Because I think the only reason they don't is because it's not out there enough. I think once it's out there and it is everywhere, then the amount of reach they've got. Yeah. And if you're bringing in these sort of companies like Warner Brothers and that, it opens the floodgates. I do really think this could be a really good space for them. Like you think, like you're saying, it's like Jackbox Party. You're playing like a Lego themed one, so it's more child friendly. And guess what? Whose kids doesn't nowadays? Who's not on bloody Netflix? They're always watching it. It's like the new YouTube kind of thing. So like the fact that you can just scan your phone and you've got a controller and then you're interacting with the TV.
The good thing about that as well is if you have like guests over and you're doing party games, normally unless you ask them to, your guests aren't going to rock up with an Xbox or PlayStation controller in their pocket, but they're going to have their smartphone and they say, hey, should we play some Jackbox? Everyone just gets their phone out and scans it and they're in. So you can have as many people as you want. If you've got more people coming over, they're all going to bring their controller with them.
So they don't even know it. And then I think. And then, like as people have just been saying, I'll just read what I've just got up here. That Paramount. So apparently, Paramount today have launched a hostile bid worth 108.4 billion for Warner Brothers in a last-ditch effort to outbid Netflix and create a media powerhouse that would challenge the dominance of this streaming giant. Wow. Netflix has emerged victorious on Friday with a 72 billion equity, and now they've come in with they've come in with a bigger bid. Netflix offer comes with a 5.8 billion breakup fee, which is likely to face strong scrutiny. And then it says Donald Trump's raised questions about the offer over the weekend. The bid has already drawn shots. I know, Donald Trump's already sticking his nose in.
That's an obscene amount of money there. I can't believe there's any like entity that even has access to that crazy amount of money. It's hard to comprehend just how much money that is. Yeah, Dave News put 102 billion. Even Dr. Evil didn't demand that much.
No, so it's an interview CNBC crazy. Monday. Paramount CEO David Ellison said there's an inherent bias against us, so he's trying to play the victim card already. Like the fact that Paramount are trying to dive in on this as well. You think of them IPs, all them IPs that are there, like all of DC, Tim.
The other thing as well is like the DC animated universe is very good. So they get Warner Brothers, all the DC animated films. There's a really good sort of collection of movies, like Assault on Arkham is really good. There's like Son of Batman. There's a whole bunch of them, but there's some really good DC animated universe stuff. And then obviously there's the back catalogue. Yeah, Smart reckons Paramount. You hope Paramount win. So let us know in the chat as well. Does anyone else agree? Yeah, who agrees with Mike? Who thinks they would prefer Netflix to win it? I mean, we're kind of looking at this through the lens of Netflix do have the capacity for games and could getting these franchises be a boost for that. But you do raise a good point about physical media. So yeah, let us know in the chat what you guys think. I mean, what platform is Paramount? Is it Paramount Plus? Is that right? Is that
Yeah,
another
it's like
platform?
South Park and stuff like that. Over
Yeah.
there,
So I mean, I would personally prefer it go to Netflix just because I have Netflix and I don't have Paramount. So if Netflix win the bid, then I've got more content. But that is obviously just my personal bias in the situation.
What are they going to do? What we're going to like? This is the problem. Once you have these companies have too much and there's no competition, then
that's the thing that Tales from General Waste has put. Like overall, less competition in the market is a bad thing. So
100%.
It's also with like when Disney bought Marvel and Star Wars and things like that. Like it's just all those things coming together, and now you've got like Netflix doing it. Yeah, I can't really get it into words at the moment, but yeah, it's bad for the consumer, I think, in the long term. Because like they say, there's less competition, less places to go. But at the same time, it's not so good having loads of different streaming platforms. Like I only really want to have like one or two, right, and get decent content on there. And now there's so many different streaming platforms.
Yeah, well, you got Apple.
You go,
Paramount,
I want to watch this show. Oh, what's it on? Oh, it's on Apple Plus.
Amazon,
I don't have that one.
Disney,
like I'll watch,
Netflix. There's 5.
I'll watch.
I'll
watch Disney Plus because I've got kids and they have access to all the Disney back catalogs. So that gets used a lot, and it gets all the Marvel shows and the Marvel films not long after they've been in cinema, and all the Star Wars series. Whereas then I've got Netflix, and I really like Stranger Things, some of the original content there. But then if you get like Apple Plus, Hulu, like all the other ones, it's like I can't afford to buy all of them, right? You've got to like pick a couple and stick to it. And obviously with Amazon, you have all the other perks. You have like the delivery, you've got the books, you've got the photo storage. So a lot of people go for Amazon and also with Amazon, if it's not on Prime, you can then still rent it. So it's kind of got the best catalog. So, but yeah, is it a good thing or a bad thing to merge some of these together? So we as consumers only have to pay for one service, or do you not like that there's one company owning too much?
Because what I found is like like with Netflix and that they're buying shit that I don't want, and then they're putting the price up because they bought that shit, and it's like, do you know what I mean? Like he's saying here, like I'm not just for example, WWE on Netflix. Yeah, it's great because I like that. But what about like my mum or people like couldn't care less?
Yeah, if anyone doesn't care less about WWE, they could pay more.
The fact is, they've got to pay for it, and yet they haven't. It's not. It makes. Do you know what I mean? Like,
well, maybe if they did it in packages, like you could get Netflix tier 1, and then tier 2, you can include, Warner Brothers or WWE, or like tier 3, you get all of them. So that would be a nice thing. Then it gives the viewers the option of what they want to pick. Like I would pick the WWE add-on, but some people don't watch wrestling, so why would you want it? So yeah, it'd be interesting to see if they put the price up or if they just expect to get a lot more people subscribing for if it's at the same price with more content. So we shall see.
That's what happened with Game Pass, wasn't it? They'll just have to do a Game Pass and hoik up and everyone will just leave.
And the thing's what's happening in both areas, right? If your Game Pass has gone up and then your Netflix goes up, what do I do? Like, do I just cancel one and keep the other? And I've got less content for the same I was paying like this time last year. So
you're out of luck, yeah. So watch this space. I'll put it next to a degree, but it looks like there's a new player in town that's just tried hijacking his bid. Really interesting. So
should we do a whip round and buy it ourselves? How much have you got in the chat?
I've got a couple of quid down the back of the sofa.
Let's all have a little rumble round, see if we can find a few 100 billion.
Buy it ourselves.
Yeah. So we'll do a GoFundMe, TVG to buy Warner Brothers before Netflix can. We just need 103 billion. So yeah.
So Black Friday was last weekend. And there has been some sales winners. One thing I need to laugh about is the Xbox was outsold by a little known Kinect style console called the NEX Playground. It's an American little box that has a camera on the front, and it brings out it's like games for kids that run around at the front.
It looks a bit like a what's it called? Yeah, have a look at it.
I'll bring it up in a sec. I just carry on with this. So PlayStation 5 dominated Black Friday in the UK, 47% of the sales. This was likely driven by their discounts because it was £100 off. Nintendo Switch 2 it says here Nintendo Switch 2 came in second with 24%, meaning Xbox took less than 14%. NX Playground is an Android powered console launched in 2023, which features motion cameras to Microsoft Accent's Kinect sensor. Games such as Fruit Ninja, and normally retails at $250, but was discounted to about just under $200. The Playground's been quietly growing in the US market, and even briefly outsold the PS5 in the week before Black Friday, ended in November 2022. So yeah, the NEX Playground, stroke of genius, really likes and taking one of Nintendo's foundational ideas, building cheap, accessible, robust device using dated hardware that is more of a toy maker than a tech giant. So, so it says here PS5 was a big winner in the UK, and the Xbox Series S only got 10% of the market. Switch 2 to 23%. But what I'll do is I'll quickly just bring up a picture of this so people can see it.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen
this. Have you ever heard of it before?
Yes, I have. Yeah, I looked at this before because I thought it'd be quite fun. I thought my kids would like playing on something like this, but I don't think it's available in the UK. I can only find it when you add all the shipping fees and stuff. It's too much. But if it's really that popular,
so it's this tiny little box here.
Yeah,
size of a Rubik's cube if you look next to what they've got there. And you have to buy this Play Pass.
I mean, I would get that if that was available in the UK. I'd pick one up. I think they look quite good because all those games as well are recognizable games. It's not like original games. Like I've seen, some of these games played in other systems. You're going to have basic stuff like bowling and tennis and things like that, like Play Move. Like you've got all the dance games and stuff. Like I just think that would be something my kids would play quite a lot. It'll get them get them moving, get them off the sofa. They're actually playing some movement games. And like I do have some stuff like that, like the Wii and Kinect, but it's not my Kinect and my Wii don't really get much use. Whereas something like that, I think would get some use. Get the kids playing it.
So yeah, it's outsold the Xbox, which is
that's really surprising, to be honest. Because again, I had heard of it and I'd looked at it, but I never expected it to be doing that well. Because I thought it was like a little niche product that I happened to stumble across. I didn't realize it was like a massive deal in America.
But yeah, there was a lot of did seem more PlayStation-y, the discounts. I know there was a couple of discounts with Evercade. They were throwing in their key rings.
Mm-hmm.
Also 20% off their carts, which was good. Ones they had in there.
I don't know if I've got any of those because I haven't.
I think Switch dropped down to 400 at one point, so it did drop 30 quid for the Mario Kart bundle.
Thing is, the Switch is still quite new, isn't it?
It's not
been out anywhere near as long as like PS5. They can afford to have that bigger discount. I don't think Switch 2 could do a massive discount this close to its launch.
Yeah, I think they said that the PS5 had like its best-selling week ever, and that's why they did knock 100 quid off it. So yeah, it says heavy discounting helped PS5 take over 60% of the Black Friday console sales. So yeah, I said I haven't really looked at the Slim because obviously I've got the old school massive one. And you do look at it and you think, wow, that is like half the size of that beast I've got in here. But yeah, I don't need the point to upgrade at the minute. So it's not something that I would even the Pro, I'm not even interested in it. I just don't get, not really much difference. Switch 2 came down to £409, back up again, $429. Switch 2 plus Mario Argos, yeah. Xbox didn't do a Black Friday deals. Their hardware, yeah. So probably, and they've still got a stupid price. So that's why no one bought it. That still annoys me, by the way. Right. So that is Black Friday sales done. On to this one. The Analog 3D is now out. This thing, mate, it looks amazing. And they're also limited time. It hasn't started yet. They're going to be bringing out all these different variants of the N64 colors. Boom. So out of all of them, mate, for me, it's that gold one on the left. That or the see-through one I like.
I'm not really a huge fan of the see-through stuff. I'd rather it in like a matte color, personally. But yeah, just a solid color for me.
So these are the limited editions that are coming out soon. They'll be sold out straight away. I'm just going to take you to their website. So the Analog 3D is an absolute. I don't know if you've seen any videos on it, Tim.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, mate. N64 that's running natively. Look at that Bond. The regular editions are back in stock. For me, either the black, like I've got upstairs, or the gold one. They come with this, like they have their own little OS, the N64 that comes like this. All your other stuff works in it as well, like your the red cart that we've got. I forgot what it's called.
Nice. I think it's called the red cart, actually. It's just called the red cart.
100% compatibility, built for multiplayer. It's reimagined in 4K, so powered by their own OS, 3D OS. I've watched loads of videos on it. Standard. It has all its own like resolutions as well to make it look more to make it look like old school. It has all the shaders and all that kind of stuff. But the 8-bit dough, I don't know if you've seen the 8-bit dough. It's getting great reviews, 9s out of 10s, 5 out of 5s. So if you've seen the 8-bit dough controller that comes with it, well, it doesn't come with it, you've got to buy it separately. Because you can use your old school controllers like normal.
Yeah.
But
what's the new one look like though?
The 8-bit dough one, yeah, I'll show you.
Is this like a wireless N64 controller?
No, it's not. Yeah, it looks different. Let me see if I can find it and I'll bring it back up. But yeah, N64. Did you have one of these as a kid growing up?
I did, but I didn't get it straight away. So I started off PlayStation 1. But my friend had a N64 and I had a PlayStation 1, and we lived like up the road from each other. So after school, I'd go around his house and we'd play, WrestleMania 2000, Super Smash Brothers, Mario Kart. Or then next day he'd come around my house, we were playing Tekken, playing 3 Final Fantasy. So we got the best of both worlds really, because we both had a console each and we would just go to each other's houses. And it wasn't until that does look good, doesn't it? That looks like the Wii Pro controller type thing, doesn't it?
That's the N64 controller.
I really wanted to have No Mercy when No Mercy came out. And that's when I got my N64 just so I could get that game. And then I kind of ended up getting a bit of a back catalogue later and picked up like Super Smash Brothers, Mario Kart, and all that sort of stuff. So I don't know when No Mercy came out in comparison to when the N64 was released. So I don't think there's a huge window of time where I didn't have one. But funny enough, at the time, I think I spent more on No Mercy than I did on the console because I bought a second-hand N64 and it was cheaper than buying No Mercy that was new. I just thought that was funny at the time. So I can't believe the game cost more than the console. But to this day, one of the best wrestling games ever and probably one of my favourite games on the N64. So totally worth it.
So yeah, we got ours day one. We ended up getting Turok and Dinosaur Hunter, Mario 64. But it wasn't just my brother. It was like for the whole family. There is 5 of us. So it wasn't just his. It was all the boys. I've still got the original one that we've got upstairs as well. I've still got it. It still works. Like you said, the games were crazy when they first came out. They were about 70 quid each. So yeah, I just remember. And then I got the expansion pack as well. That's still in there. A little red, like you had to like hook it out and click the new one in, thinking you just upgraded your N64, but it just didn't look any fucking different, to be honest.
Something like this is quite good because actually a lot of people with an N64, they might have just stopped working now. Like I did end up getting a new Mega Drive because my original Mega Drive died. I mean, technically my original Mega Drive was my brother's, but I kind of he let me have it years later. So I kind of kept the Mega Drive, and then the Mega Drive died, and then I bought a second-hand one. I think a friend of mine, his N64 died, and he let me have his games. So those consoles of that era are likely to have like died. If it's up in your loft, get it out and test it. Like I got my N64 out, and it didn't work at first. I had to replace the fuse and the plug. I did get it working again, but if you've got an N64 and it dies on you, get one of these, because this is a brand new one, rather than going and finding like another secondhand, old N64 that might die on you again. It's great. I hope we get more things like this.
The thing is,
just the old consoles remade.
The only thing that lets it down is the price of it. So
how much are we talking?
So this is the only thing that lets it down. I know it's premium. I know it looks great. I know it's got all the bells and whistles and all that, but it's $260. $269. So what's that, about $230, $220? Still over 200 quid for an N64, which is, I think it's just too much, because even I was looking at their pocket and that was crazy money as well. That's like 220. So that's the only thing. Oh yeah, and import taxes. Sorry. You're looking at a lot of money to get one imported over here. So but it is absolutely, like, the way it's set up, the way I've watched a few people unbox them. It just, oh mate, it renders it all perfectly. It's original. It works like it's not, you're not emulating anything on it. And it's just, I just feel, it's just a shame the price point's just a little bit out of my reach. I would love to have one of these. So my import taxes was 50 quid. You pay 50 quid on top because you've just got the analog pocket. Or did you get this one, Peter? Did you get the 3D? But I'm loving the look of this. Like you said, this was something. N64 for me was the console that I mainly had to grow up on. Yes, got PlayStation. Yes, had pretty much every single game out on PlayStation as well. The original PlayStation, PS2 as well. But the N64 just had some great games on it, and the wrestling games on there were unbelievable. Oh, you got the 3D. Say, Peter, how good is it? How good is it? Did you get the white or the black one? So Peter's got one. I'm really jealous. They are so good. I got my copy of No Mercies, one of the original ones that wipes, and there was no DLC back in the day. There was no way of fixing the effing thing. So I would be doing something, and then it would come up, and then it would just, everything would wipe. It would go back to like the standard set, and you'd be like, "What the hell? This isn't what I."
Wasn't that the thing where when they fixed that bug, it broke that they didn't have blood anymore? Is that right?
Yeah, the blood.
Because my version didn't have blood. But you could have first blood matches, and if you crack someone over the head with the steel steps, they'd touch and look at their hand and do that, and then they fall back and it'd be like get KO. It's like, why is there no blood? It's because for some reason fixing that white bug caused the blood to not work. So still great game, but it's just a weird thing that, like, like I said, before the days of DLC, if that happened now, they would have fixed it, right?
Yeah, so I got this one of these as well. PS3 backwards compatible. Frankenstein, definitely worth the money. Yeah, I've still got my original one. I bought day one. Bloody ugly machine. I've also got a Slim I picked up off like FacePay for about 10 quid. And the guy thought it was for my son, so he let me have like some more stuff for it. And one is for me. I just made him come with me. So Analog 3 3D is now out. There's the limited edition colors coming out. So if you like, let us know your thoughts on it. So before we get onto our Christmas question here, Splinter Cell. I didn't realize they're making as a Splinter Cell remake is coming. Did you know about this, Tim?
I didn't know there's a remake. I did play the original Splinter Cell a little bit. Didn't play it as much as some of the other stuff at that time. But I think it was.
Did it come out?
I don't know. Was it quite? Was it before then? Did we have any Splinter Cells on the PlayStation 2?
I'm sure. Yeah, no, yeah, it was OG Xbox.
Yeah,
there was one.
That sort of era.
Definitely
so I didn't have the original Xbox. I only had 360. It's something that I've not really got around to playing that much of. Like, how many Splinter Cell games are there now? Because it's all the Tom Clancy stuff, isn't there?
I reckon there's a good 4 or 5. But basically, they're remaking the first one. The 20th anniversary, apparently. So it has been 20 years since the original. Last month, the original 2002 version of Splinter Cell was added to the preservation program. So adventure designed to ensure that classic games remain playable on modern PCs forever. Even their developers have stopped supporting them. So yeah, they've just announced that Ubisoft. It says here that it has a new director, and it's the same one who left 3 years ago. David Gribble was directing the remake, but left Ubisoft in 2022, and he's now come back. So yeah, he's also worked on Ghost Recon, Future Soldier, Ubisoft Paris before using to Toronto. Work on Splinter Cell Blacklist, Assassin's Creed Unity, Far Cry 4, 5, and 6. So he knows his stuff. The original Splinter Cell, I loved it. It reminded me a bit like Hitman kind of thing, but yeah, and the fact that you could then it was like the first time for me. I remember just being able to just disappear around and use the night vision. I felt like a proper secret agent playing that game. And I was gutted when they actually shelved it and stopped making it, because I quite enjoyed the later games that come out. I know they obviously didn't sell and do as well, but at one point this was a staple for Ubisoft. You would always get in a Splinter Cell game. So hopefully because obviously there is a Netflix. Talk about Netflix again. There is a Netflix TV show on Splinter Cell. Have you seen it yet?
No, I didn't know that.
Oh mate, it's bloody good. It's brilliant. Check that out. It's really good. It's like anime style. Really, really, I really enjoyed it.
I still need to watch that Dead Space anime you recommended.
Oh mate, that's really good as well.
Yeah, I need to watch that. I've got that queued up. I need to give it a watch.
So yeah, Splinter Cell remake is in the works, and they've got the other director back. So it'll be interesting to see who they've got working on it and why. So that now brings us on to our Christmas question. So Tim, what are you wanting for Christmas?
Do you know what's quite funny? As I did write a bit of a Christmas list a long time ago, and shared it, and I can't remember what was on it at this point. So it'll be a surprise to me what I get. But I think I was looking at some Evercade carts that I don't have, because to be honest, I've not really bought many since the price increase. So there's a few that I was interested in. So possibly during some of their Black Friday deals, I might have some of those picked up. The difficult thing as well, so some of the games I wanted were PS5 VR games. I really want to get Alien Rogue Incursion. I don't know if there's a physical release of that. I think that's only on the PlayStation Store. So I don't know if I'll be getting anything like that. So I've kind of asked for a few bits. I honestly don't know what I'm going to get, but my birthday's just after Christmas as well. So anything I don't get for Christmas, I might ask for my birthday. But yeah, gaming stuff wise, it's quite hard because there's some big stuff on the horizon, especially with all the new Steam hardware. I still don't have an alpha. I'm a bit disappointed that the last announcement of all the new carts didn't announce an SNK or a Neo Geo alpha, which I was hoping for, because I was like, that would have been top of my Christmas list if they brought out a Neo Geo alpha, but it didn't happen. And now I'm like, do I keep waiting or do I just get one? So we'll see what happens around my birthday, but that's one of the things I like to get. I'm keeping my eye on quite a few things, but I don't know, a lot of it's not out yet, so I might just have to wait. It's a bit of a weird one, but I don't think I'll be getting any other console stuff like Switch 2 or anything like that, because mostly our Christmas budget is going on the children. So if I want something like that, I'll have to save up for it and buy it myself, but our Christmas budget's mostly going on the...
Yeah, David's got a copy of Stroke the Beaver for you.
It's terrible. You're welcome. Right. Thanks, David. Stroke the Beaver, the game. But yeah, I to be honest, I'm just hoping for some surprises because I can't remember what I asked for. And, you know, my partner knows that I like gaming. So most of my stuff will probably be gaming themed. I might get some gaming socks, a gaming T-shirt, that sort of thing.
Gaming Evercade.
Yeah, and a gaming Evercade cartridge. So who knows? How about yourself? You actually asked. You've already got yours. You've been playing your Christmas present early.
Yeah, so I've been playing my Christmas present early. Super Mario Galaxy. Because the problem is I really wanted it, but I didn't want to pay for it again because I've already got 3D All Stars. So I thought, right, if I haven't paid for it, then it doesn't bother me. Do you know what I mean? It's not do you know what I mean? That's the way I looked at it. But I still want the new Silent Hill.
Yeah.
I also want Silent Hill F as well. So they're the two I want. I still don't have. I need them in my life. And also Hyrule Warriors on Switch 2. I want that. And I also want Kirby Air Riders, just because I've got the amiibos for it.
Yeah.
I've never played it before. I am hearing good things about it. So yeah, there's still a good 4 games. I still want Neo Geo Arcade 2 and 3. I think 2 is better than 3. But yeah, so hopefully I get at least one of those Evercade carts. But yeah, they're the main ones. But while we're on the subject of Christmas, I want one gaming memory from you for Christmas that you can remember as kids. Like, I've got a couple. So in my household, growing up, we would always busting out the console of some sort. At one stage, it was Mario Party. So from the N64 all the way up through the GameCube, every year we'll be playing either the latest Mario Party, and at one point I was playing the latest ones with my family as well on the Switch. And also, I never forget one year, I've got to remember the game. I think it was No Mercy. It could be either No Mercy, it might have been Ocarina of Time. I can't remember which one it was, but I knew Mum had got me one. It was the N64 box shaped, and my mum wraps everything up, chucks it straight under the tree, thinks it's done. So when they were asleep, I went down there with the Stanley knife, cut open around it, got the game out, played it all night, used to put it back and then put it back in there and quickly sellotape it up. No one knew. Never, and always got away with it. So yeah, that was like what I was doing at Christmas. Like, I came from a family of like 5 kids, so it was all like eat or be eats kind of thing. So you had to like be sneaky as hell, otherwise someone would dob you in. So I remember like having to like be so sneaky.
Looking back now, do you reckon they actually knew this whole time, or do you reckon you got?
No, I have told my mum, and she didn't have a clue, mate. She didn't have a clue.
Here we go. I suppose my memories of really just of getting the 2 big ones were when we got a Mega Drive, and when we got a PlayStation 1. Both of those times it was kind of like a joint gift for like me and my brother. And yeah, I think both times my parents, mostly like my mum, had convinced us we weren't allowed one. Like, no, they're too expensive. We can't get that. You're not having one. And she just convinced us it wasn't happening. And then when we actually got it and opened it up, it was all more exciting to kind of get the console we've been convinced we weren't allowed to have. So that's always great. I think I can remember the PS1. I think with Mega Drive, we got like Sonic the Hedgehog and Mega Games 2. One of my favorite Mega Drive carts to date.
Is that one with like, that's got like three or four games in, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's got 3 games. It's got Golden Axe, Streets of Rage, and Revenge of Shinobi. And they're absolute bangers, those games. So I spent a lot of time in that cartridge. And we had Sonic the Hedgehog. I can't remember what else we had at the start. I think it might have just been a couple. I don't know if we had anything else, but I soon bought one of the first Mega Drive games I picked up was Toki. And then PlayStation, it came with a deal with a stack of some pretty rubbish games in there, but I had a couple of good ones. We did have Alien Trilogy in it, which is great. Then we also had Tunnel B1. I've gone back to that a few times to try and play it. It's not good. Yeah, it's not very good. It's a weird, like, you're just going down this weird track, and I can't even describe it. It's just rubbish. And we had Olympic Soccer, which I think was all right for a football game. It's like polygon. Didn't have columns, no. I think columns was on Mega Games 1. And then we had, I'm trying to remember what was in that stack of games. Remember, Olympic Soccer, Tunnel B1, Alien Trilogy, and I think there was something else, but I can't remember what it was now. And then the first game I bought was Crash Bandicoot. So, and I can remember that New Year's, I was trying to get the Boulder Dash level done right up until midnight. And then celebrated New Year's, went back and played some more Boulder Dash because that was the year that we got the PlayStation, and I had to stay up on New Year's playing Crash Bandicoot.
I want people in the chat, because I've been going through some old photos, and I found us all around my nan's house on the 27th of December 1993. That's going to make my screen big. But I want So I will put these in the Facebook group, and I want other people to find theirs and put it in. But this is 1993, and there is us. There's me in the blue. My brother's doing the silly face. Then my older brother, younger brother, my sister, and we're all playing. As you can see, it looks like a SNES in the background. I got that old school TV.
Yeah,
that's at my
nan's. A beast of a TV. That is a decent size for the 90s.
Yeah, so that's a decent size. 1993. There's the date there. But yeah, I'm going to put these in the Facebook group. I've also got another one I found. And well, I say I found, my older brother found these, and he's ended up pinging them to me ages ago. I've just had them saved. And it's him and my sister. We're playing Mario Kart, like I said, but we're at my mum's house here. So you can see they've got GameCube controller in her hand. So yeah, he's got a GameCube controller, playing Mario Party. Not sure what year that is, but it's got to be 2000s.
I swear I've seen that picture before. Have you put that on your Facebook before?
Yeah, I put it on my Facebook before. How old are you? I'm 40 at the minute, so I am 40. Hang on, where's my focus not coming? But yeah,
I know you've gone blurry now. Oh, you got to be back.
I'm back here. So yeah, I'm 40 now. I've just turned 40, born in 1985. So yeah, so vaguely remember that's how we grew up, fighting over the Super Nintendo, fighting over the N64. Then my brother went off and got talks I put here, sharing a console with siblings, a blessing or a curse. I think it was more a fact that your parents were just like, fuck it, I can't buy you one each.
It's weird. I didn't really have much of a problem because my sister was never into gaming. She gamed like a little bit. She played like a little bit of Sonic. She would play like Tetris on the Game Boy. That was about it. She didn't really play much, although we all played Worms sometimes. And my brother got super into like Championship Manager. So he played like FIFA games and stuff. But people that are into their Champ Manager, he would just be playing on the PC. So he would be in like the family living room, which had our PC, because we often used it for like homework and stuff. So he'd be on the PC playing Champ Manager. I'd be up in the bedroom playing on the Mega Drive, and I'd be like playing Street Fighter and things like that, and Earthworm Jim and all those ones. And that was my jam. So I didn't really have much competition to play on the Mega Drive because I wanted to play on it more than anyone else. If anything, I'd be encouraging others to come and play. It's like, I don't want to play like Streets of Rage with me or something. And like my brother played a bit, but I think he was kind of more into the football games and stuff. We'd occasionally play through like Golden Axe together or something.
How much older is he than you? Same as my brother?
About 4 years. About 4 years older. Yeah. So
yeah,
he's a bit older.
5 years older than me.
Yeah.
But then I've got one that's 2 years younger than me, and I've got sisters in between. And I would say it's a curse because we were always fighting over everything on there. So the original, like my younger brother was quite small at the time. He always used to just be given the controller to. Sometimes the controller wasn't even plugged in, and he'd thinking he was playing just to shut him up.
Classic, isn't it?
Yeah, the classic. And then my Nintendo 64 still has the scars of battle. So the actual controller one port, half of the plastic is ripped out. So me and my brother both had our own official Nintendo controllers. None of that third-party shit. Had to be the official. He had a green one. I think I had a red one. And we were fighting over controller port 1. Obviously, I won it because I'm older than him. But by winning it, I ended up breaking a chunk off the side of the controller port. Still works. And I did look into recently when I took the whole thing apart and cleaned them all up years ago. I took some time to go in and check to see how to repair it, and it is not an easy repair. It is not an easy repair. I think you've got to take all 4 controller ports off, unsolder them, and then resolder in a new one and it's just a bit of the plastic that's off on the side has come off from where we were fighting, trying to make sure our controller stayed in port 1 because there was no Bluetooth back in the days then. So yeah, it was it always became a bit of an issue. And once we were older, it was all right because obviously we all had our own PS1s at one point, so it wasn't too bad because my dad could just buy them and put a chip in it. So then we all had unlimited games. So yeah, that was my mainly night Christmas. Reminds me of Christmas is playing games with my family. I still try and get them to play Mario Party and that now, but I'm not allowed to play because I end up beating everyone. So I just have to let the kids play, and they get annoyed with me. Otherwise, everyone starts trying to just gang up on you in Mario Party. Otherwise, do you know what I mean? Hitting you with all the coins, taking your stars off you, but then still batter them all in the game so that when it comes to the stars at the end, I'm always make up for it then. But yeah, so yeah. I'm going to put them pictures in the Facebook group. If you aren't a member of the Facebook group, use that QR code. It will take you straight to us. If you are listening to us on the podcast and not watching us, go over to Facebook, type in TVG, and you will find us Total Video Gamers on there. So that is another episode done in the bag. December Modcons done. I love to be able to just chat everything about modern gaming. I know we do our Evercade stuff. Like we got our Evercades. We do all our Evercade stuff, but I do like to just sometimes just talk about everything that's going on in the world of gaming, and so we can explain and give our thoughts on everything that's going on in that world. If you're new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know that you've been here. Triangle Face, where can we find you?
I'm just really mostly in the Facebook group, so that's where I post most of my stuff, and then just on here on YouTube. So yeah, follow the channel.
So yeah, keep the conversation going. The code what should we put today? So what could today's word be? So what we did last time is we put a word for all of you guys that have actually stayed on till now. Chat that word in the comment section of the video after we've gone off the stream. So
what was the most recent game you talked about? Was it Mario Party?
Yeah.
Maybe put something about the last time you played Mario Party. Blunders isn't allowed to play anymore because he always wins.
Yeah, so let us know yours.
What's your Mario Party experience? I get frustrated with it because it's like, oh, you were the best skilled player and you won all the games, but this player stood on the most red blocks, so they get half your stars. I'm like, what? I feel like
we are back next week. We are back next week. It's the Christmas special of the Total Video Gamers podcast. I've got a load of people joining us, so fingers crossed. Join us then, and don't forget, let us know your Mario Party stuff in the comments section. See you later. Say goodbye, Mr. Finn.